Your eyes stay the same size your whole life. From the moment you are born, from your very first blink, your eyes are almost the same size they will be forever and for the rest of your life. Think about that. Every year, your arms grow, your legs lengthen, your bones expand, your heart gets stronger, your face changes shape, but your eyes remain constant. They are the first part of you the world sees, and the one part that never outgrows its original form. Your eyes are windows not just to your soul, but to your past, to the child you once were, to the dreams you had before you even understood dreams, to the innocence, the wonder, and the softness you still carry within you. Look in the mirror, and you're looking into the same eyes that saw your first toy, your first friend, your first heartbreak, your first victory. Eyes don't grow because they don't have to. They were always meant to hold the entire world from the very beginning. You can't breathe and swallow at the same time. It seems like such a small detail. Your brain can survive with half of it missing. It sounds pretty impossible, but the human brain is so adaptable, so flexible, so determined to keep you alive, that a person can lose half of their brain and still live a full life. This isn't because the brain is simple, it's because it's extraordinary. When one side of the brain is damaged or removed, the remaining half doesn't collapse. It rises, it rewires, it takes our responsibilities it was never built for. It creates new pathways, new solutions, new ways of thinking. Imagine a city losing half of its roads, and somehow traffic still flows smoothly. The brain does that, every day, without hesitation. This ability is called neuroplasticity, the brain's power to change itself. And here's the deeper truth. If your brain can recognize after massive injury and it can reorganize after it, then you can reorganize your life after emotional pain. You are built not only to survive difficulty, but to adapt, to grow around it, to reshape yourself into something new. Your mind is far stronger and far more flexible than you think. Teeth form before you are even born, before you even took your first breath, before you opened your eyes, before you cried for the very first time. Your teeth were already forming inside your jaw, tiny seeds of enamel and bone shaping themselves quietly as you floated in the warm darkness of the womb. Even before life began, your body was preparing you for everything you would one day face. Your first meal, your first smile, your first loss, your first laughter, all the words you would speak, all the experiences you would taste. There's something tender in that. Parts of you were preparing to greet the world long before you arrived in it. You were being built with intention, with complexity, with purpose, even when you were too small to understand any of it. Your existence was never an accident. You were forming, long before you were living. The smell of rain calms the human brain instantly. There is a reason the scent of rain feels comforting. The moment that earthy smell rises into the air, your brain responds, releasing chemicals that ease stress, slow your thoughts, and bring you into a quiet, bliss state. Scientists call this scent petrichor, but your body knows it simply as a reminder of safety. For thousands of years, rain meant life. Fresh water, growing plants, cooler air, the end of drought and dryness. Your ancestors relied on rain to survive. So today, your brain carries the memory of that relief. When you smell rain, your nervous system softens, your muscles relax without you noticing, your heartbeat slows down just a little, your mind shifts into a reflective, peaceful mode. Rain speaks to a very old part of you, a part that remembers the world before stress, before deadliness, before overwhelm, a part that only wants quiet and renewal. So when the rain falls, you are not just smelling water, you are smelling ancient comfort. Humans are more creative at night. There is a mysterious shift that happens as the sun sets. Your mind loses its grip, your thoughts wander more freely, and the part of your brain that filters ideas becomes a little quieter. This is why so many people feel inspired late at night. The world grows still, distractions fade, the logical part of your brain softens, and imagination steps forward. At night, you are less rigid, less self-critical, less afraid of strange ideas. Your brain enters a dream adjacent state, not fully asleep, however, not fully awake, a space where creativity thrives. This is the time when artists sketch, writers scribble, musicians experiment, and dreamers dream with their eyes open. Their most brilliant thoughts often come in the darkness, when no one is watching and your mind finally feels free. Creativity is not something you force, it's something you fall into when the world gets quiet enough for you to hear your own imagination. The electric brain. Your brain creates enough electricity to power a small light bulb. If you could see inside your head right now, you would see tiny sparks of light flashing between billions of cells, creating thoughts, memories, dreams, feelings, and every decision you've ever made. Even when you feel tired or lost, your brain is glowing softly like a lantern inside a quiet cave, working day and night to keep you alive, to keep you thinking, to keep you, you. There's electricity inside you, always moving, always creating, and always alive. Humans blush uniquely. Humans are the only creatures on Earth who blush. A tiny rush of blood rises to your cheeks when your emotions become too strong to hide. Embarrassment, excitement, nervousness, even attraction. No other species shows emotion this visibly, this honestly. Blushing is our body saying, "This moment matters to me," and it takes humans beautifully vulnerable. Fact 3. The stomach rebuilds itself. Every few days your stomach completely regenerates its inner lining. Imagine rebuilding a house from the inside out, again and again, without ever stopping. That is what your body does quietly, without asking for attention. It heals you constantly, even when you don't notice, even when you feel broken. Fact 4. Your skin renews every month. You shed and renew your entire skin roughly every 27 days. You are literally becoming a new physical version of yourself all the time. Even if life feels stuck, your body is moving forward, rebuilding, refreshing, silently becoming new. Fact number 5. A library inside your nose. Your nose can remember 50,000 different smells. Think of every place you've been, every person you've met, every childhood memory. Many of them stored not as pictures but as scents hidden deep inside your brain. One smell can take you back years, unlocking a moment you didn't know you still remembered. Your nose is a gateway to your past. Fact 6. The brain's energy hunger. Your brain makes up only a small part of your body, yet it uses a massive share of your total energy. Even when you rest, even when you sleep, your brain is working hard, processing the day, forming memories, repairing emotional wounds. It never stops, never takes a break. It keeps you alive with a silent, constant hum. 7. 22,000 breaths a day. Every breath you take brings oxygen into your bloodstream and carries away the old. Most breaths go unnoticed, yet each one in a small act of survival. In moments of stress, your breath becomes tight. In moments of peace, it becomes soft. Your breath tells the story of your emotional world. 8. Negativity bias. Humans are wired to notice negative things more than positive ones. Your ancestors survived by watching for danger, so today your brain still scans for threats even when you're safe. This doesn't mean you're pessimistic. It means you're human. It means your brain is trying to protect you even when everything is okay. 9. Bones stronger than concrete. Your bones can withstand pressure stronger than concrete. Inside your body is a structure designed to endure, to carry you, to lift you when life becomes heavy. Even fragile people are built from one of the strongest materials on earth. 10. 4-7 dreams nightly. Every night, your mind tells stories. Some are strange, some are emotional, some are comforting, and many you forget. But dreaming is a way your mind sorts through life, making sense of things your waking self doesn't understand. 11. Growing bones. Babies have about 300 bones, soft and flexible. As you grow, many fuse together into 206 strong ones. The human body doesn't just grow, it transforms, reshapes, adapts. 12. 100,000 heartbeats every day. Your heart beats softly inside your chest like a drum marking time. Every beat brings life forward, carrying blood, warmth, and energy. It beats without asking for permission, without rest, without thanks. You are alive because this quiet rhythm never stops. 13. The miracle of sight. Your eyes can distinguish millions of colors, shades you can name, differences so subtle you feel rather than see them. Your vision shapes how you understand the world, creating images clearer than any camera ever made. 14. Teeth of strength. Human teeth are as strong as shark teeth. Beneath your smile is a tool to build for survival, evolution, and strength. 15. Infinite memory potential. If memory were storage, your brain could hold more than the entire internet. Every sound, every voice, every touch, every moment is stored somewhere inside you, even if you can't access it consciously. Humans have chins, a small detail, but completely unique. No other animal has this tiny shape at the bottom of the face. It's a small reminder of how unusual the human body truly is. 17. 6 years spent dreaming. If you put together all the time you spend dreaming, it becomes about 6 full years of your life. Years spent in worlds your brain creates just for you. Surreal, emotional, and mysterious. 18. The painless brain. Your brain processes pain but cannot feel pain itself. You can operate directly on the brain while awake, and it feels nothing. It's the silent conductor of your body. 19. The regenerating liver. Your liver can regrow itself even if most of it is removed. It's one of the few organs on Earth capable of true regeneration. A symbol of healing built into your biology. Sleep is essential. Humans can survive weeks without food, but not without sleep. Your body needs rest not just to recharge, but to clean your brain, stabilize emotion, restore balance, and keep you alive. The asymmetrical miracle. Your left lung is smaller to make room for your heart. Your body is not symmetrical. It bends and shifts to protect what matters most. Emotional tears. Only humans cry from emotion. Tears are not a weakness. They are your body's way of releasing chemicals from stress and overwhelming feelings. Crying heals. Trauma protection. Your brain protects you by blocking certain memories during trauma. It shields you from what you're not ready to process. Your mind is not your enemy, it's your guardian. You shrink daily. Every morning you're slightly taller. Throughout the day, gravity compresses your spine. At night, you rise again. Even your hate follows the rhythm. Goosebumps from the past. Long ago, goosebumps made you uncensored. Long ago, goosebumps made your ancestors look bigger to predators. Today, they appear when you are cold, afraid, or moved. A leftover instinct from another era. You are a walking universe of life. Inside your body right now, there are more bacterial cells than human cells. Most people hear that and imagine something scary, but the truth is far more beautiful. You are not alone within yourself. You are a living ecosystem, a whole universe of tiny organisms working together to keep you alive. They help you digest food, strengthen your immune system, create vitamins, regulate your mood, and even influence your thoughts and cravings. Your body is not a single thing, it's a community, a partnership, billions of microscopic lives, all trusting you, all dependent on you, all helping you, silently every second. These microorganisms don't judge you, don't rush you, don't expect perfection. They simply do their job, every moment of your life, making sure you survive. Without them, you couldn't live a single day. Your body is not just human, it's a powerful, ancient collaboration. A reminder that even when you feel alone, you're never truly alone. The hidden power in your smallest finger. All the strength in your hand comes from your pinky finger, the smallest, quietest finger, the one most people ignore, carries more power than anyone expects. There is something symbolic in that. The smallest part of you, the part you don't even think about, the part people underestimate, is the part that supports everything else. Your pinky stabilizes your grip, strengthens your movements, and gives your hand balance. Without it, simple actions like lifting, carrying, climbing, or holding a heavy bag would suddenly become difficult. This tiny piece of your body plays a role far bigger than its size. And just like that, in your life, the things you think don't matter, the habits you overlook, the small decisions you make every day, the tiny acts of kindness, the quiet strengths no one sees, those are often the things holding your entire life together. The smallest parts of you are often the strongest. 28. Your heart is an independent engine of life. Your heart can keep beating even outside your body. It doesn't wait for commands, it doesn't ask permission, it doesn't need your brain to operate. It beats because it's alive on its own. An autonomous engine powered by electrical signals that emerge from within it. That means your heart is not just a muscle. It is its own source of life, a generator of rhythm, a constant companion that never leaves your side. Every beat of your heart is a quiet promise. I'm still here. I'm still working. I'm still keeping you alive. Think of how many times it has saved you without you even noticing. How many nights you slept without thinking about it. How many stressful moments it carried you through. How many mornings it started beat one without your awareness. Your heart has never missed a day of work. Never took a weekend off. Never asked for guarantee. It simply beats and beats and beats. A steady reminder that something inside you is fighting for your life even when you feel like giving up. 29. Your ears never stop growing. As you age, your ears never stop expanding. Slowly, gently, subtly, year after year. It's one of the few parts of your body that continues to grow for your entire life. This is because ears are made of cartilage, not bone, and cartilage responds to time differently. It stretches, softens, bends with gravity and gradually becomes larger. There's something poetic in that. Your ears, the part of you that listens, the part that receives the world, the part that hears laughter, music, love, and stories. They continue to grow as your life becomes richer. Every year, your ears listen to more memories, more conversations, more experiences. They carry the sound of your childhood, the voices of your loved ones, the noise of your victories, the quiet of your loneliness. And they grow, gently, silently, as if expanding to hold everything you've ever heard. Your ears are your lifelong witnesses, and they grow with every moment that matters. 30. You are completely unique down to your fingertips. Even identical twins, born from the same DNA, have different fingerprints. Nature refuses duplicates, refuses copies, refuses repetition. Your fingerprints are a physical signature carved into your breath, shaped by tiny pressures, movements, and conditions inside the womb. No one has ever had your fingerprints. No one alive shares them. No one in the future ever will. You're singular, unpredictable, one of a kind, not just in personality or dreams, but in biology. Your hands tell a story that has never been written before. Every reach, every swirl, every spiral is yours alone. Even the way you touch the world is unique. When you place your hand somewhere, on a table, on a piece of paper, on another person, you leave a mark that only you can make. Your existence is completely original. Life never made another you. And it never will again. The blink that resets your world. You blink about 20 times per minute, and each blink is like a tiny reset button for your vision. In the fraction of a second when your eyes close, your brain takes a moment to clean the image, refresh the colors, stabilize the lighting, and sharpen the scene before you again. This is about how often you blink without noticing, tens of thousands of times every single day. Your eyes work tirelessly, taking in endless streams of information, and blinking is your body's way of saying, "Let me clear this up for you." Blinking hydrates your eyes, protects them, cleans them, and resets your focus. Even in moments of uncertainty, fear, or stress, your eyes blink more frequently, as if your body is trying to help you see the world a little more clearly. Blinking is such a small act, so automatic, so quiet, yet it shapes your experience of reality thousands of times before the day ends. Even the simplest parts of being human are filled with brilliance. Your taste buds live short lives. Your taste buds are temporary travelers. Each one lives for only about 10 to 14 days before it disappears, and a new one takes its place. This means that the flavors you loved as a child, the foods you hated, the things that felt too strong or too strange, they were judged by a completely different set of taste buds than the ones you have today. Your preferences weren't wrong. They were simply the options of a version of you that no longer exists. Every 2 weeks, you get a fresh chance to experience the world differently. Your tongue renews itself the way your life does, quietly, gradually, without announcing anything. The things you once disliked might become comforting, and sometimes, without even noticing when it happened, you find yourself loving something you never expected. Your taste buds remind you that you are always changing, always evolving, always becoming someone new. You breathe through one nostril at a time. Most people believe they breathe through both nostrils equally, but your body actually switches breathing dominance every few hours. One nostril opens while the other relaxes. Then they switch, silently, rhythmically, like a gentle tide inside your face. The cycle helps regulate airflow, warms your breath, balances brain activity, and even influences your emotional state. Ancient meditation transitions knew this instinctively. Now science confirms it. Different nostrils simulate different parts of your nervous system. Your body is doing this right now, without asking you, without telling you, without needing your attention. It's an invisible dance happening in the background, making sure you breathe the way you need to breathe. Even your breathing is an act of intelligence, a quiet, automatic wisdom built into your biology. 34. Your gut has a mind of its own. Deep inside your abdomen lies a network of more than 100 million neurons, more than your spinal cord, forming what scientists call your second brain. It doesn't think in words. It doesn't form sentences, but it senses. It reacts. It remembers. Your gut can feel danger before your conscious mind can process it. It sends emotional signals, instincts, warnings, and even waves of comfort. When you feel a gut feeling, it's not a metaphor. It's real neurological communication. The second brain controls digestion, influences mood, shapes anxiety and calmness, and even participates in decision making. It listens to what you eat, what you fear, and what you hope for. And the most interesting part? Your gut talks to your brain more than your brain talks to your gut. It leads, and your mind follows. Your instincts are not random. They come from a deep intelligence shaped by millions of years of evolution. Your body knows more than you think. Sometimes your gut knows the truth before you Sometimes your gut knows the truth before you're ready to speak it. You shed your old self constantly. Every year, you shed over a kilogram of skin, tiny flakes drifting away, invisible, quiet, unnoticed. Your body is in a state of constant renewal. You are not the same physical being you were last year. So much of you has already been replaced. The process is delicate. Cells rise to the surface, do their job, protect you, absorb the world around you, and then, when their time is done, they fall away gracefully, making room for new ones. There's a quiet poetry in this. You're always letting go, even when you don't realize it. Your body teaches you that change is natural. Releasing the old is natural. Becoming someone new is not dramatic. It's gentle, gradual, constant. Your body does not cling to what no longer serves it. It simply replaces it with something fresh. If your cells can move on, perhaps you can too. 36. The lifetime journey of your steps. Over the span of your life, you will walk the equivalent of 100,000 kilometers. Think about that, without ever noticing it. Your feet carry you far enough to circle the planet. Every step you've ever taken, on quiet mornings, through storms and winters, across cities, forests, hallways, and unfamiliar streets, has added up to a journey greater than you can imagine. And the beautiful truth is, most of the steps were taken on days you didn't feel strong, on days you didn't feel motivated, on days you simply showed up because you had to. Your footsteps are a record of perseverance, of resilience, of continuing even when life felt heavy. You have already walked the world once, just by living, just by trying, just by moving forward one small step at a time. No matter how slow you feel, you are always traveling, always progressing, always going somewhere. Memories are stars, not files. People often imagine memories as folders stored in the brain, but the truth is far more magical. A single memory is not stored in one place. It lives in thousands of neural connections that light up together. Like stars forming a constellation across your mind. When you recall a moment, Your brain doesn't pull out of a file. It recreates the memory by activating a unique pattern of cells. A pattern that has never existed before and will never exist again in exactly the same way. That means every time you remember something, you don't just open the past, you repaint it, you reshape it, you relive it, and your brain creates new versions of that memory. Your past is not fixed, it evolves with you, it changes as you grow. The memories you carry are living things, shifting, glowing, reshaped by your emotions, by your healing, by your future. You are not defined by the past, you are constantly rewriting in the light of who you are becoming. Your heart moves to the rhythm of the world. Your heartbeat isn't fixed, it changes, softly, subtly, in response to the world around you. When you hear music, your heart begins to synchronize with the rhythm. Slow songs calm you, fast music wakes you. Your heartbeat becomes part of the sound. When someone speaks softly to you, your heart slows to match their tone. When someone you love holds your hand, your pulse matches theirs, to rhythm moving in harmony without effort. Your heart listens, even when your mind is distracted. It feels the world more honestly than your thoughts do. It beats faster when you're excited, slows down when you feel safe, jumps when you're afraid, and warms when you feel connection. Your heart is not just a pump of blood, it's a musical instrument constantly tuning itself to the emotional melody of your life. The mind sees faster than lightning. Your brain processes visual images in about 30 milliseconds, faster than the blink of an eye, faster than a camera shutter, faster than you can form a single conscious thought. Before you think you've seen something, your brain has already analyzed it, its shape, color, movement, brightness, and safety. This is why instinct exists, why you can sense danger in a moment, why beauty affects you instantly, why memories can be tricked by a flash of color or a face in a crowd. Your brain sees the world far quicker than you will ever realize. Every moment, it's capturing millions of details, filtering, sorting, protecting, understanding, all before you ever notice. You are walking through a world your mind interrupts for you, before you become aware of it. There is an intelligence inside you that is always working in the background, keeping you aware, keeping you alive, keeping you connected to reality. Every single human emits a faint, natural light, a soft bioluminescence created by chemical reactions inside your cells. You shine, literally. The glow is far too weak for the human eye to detect, but sensitive cameras can capture it. A gentle aura of light radiating from your face, your hands, and your chest. A reminder that your life force isn't metaphorical, it's physical. Your cells release photons as they repair themselves, as they create energy, as they fight for your well-being. When you sleep, your glow changes. When you're stressed, it dims. When you feel joy, it grows just slightly brighter. You're a living lantern, a quiet constellation of light wrapped in skin, carrying the same spark that exists in stars, fireflies, and galaxies. Even if you cannot see it, something inside you is always shining. Your bones rebuild themselves every day. Your skeleton may feel solid and unchanging, but it's consistently rebuilding itself, like a cathedral under quiet, endless construction. Every day, cells called osteoclasts break down old bone, and cells called osteoblasts build new bone in its place. A cycle of destruction and renewal, working silently to keep you strong. This means the body you stand in today is not the same body you had a few years ago. Your bones adapt to your life. They strengthen when you exercise, weaken when you stop, and heal when damaged. Even when you feel broken inside, your bonds remind you that rebuilding is possible, that no damage is final, that renewal is built into your very structure. You are never truly stuck. Your body is always evolving, even when your mind feels still. Emotions last only 90 seconds unless you feed them. Here's something extraordinary. When you feel an emotion, anger, sadness, fear, excitement, the physical response in your body lasts only about 90 seconds. After that, the emotion disappears, unless your mind brings it back through thoughts. Your body is quick to calm down, your heart rate falls, your hormones settle, your breathing returns to normal. It's your thoughts, your memories, your interpretations that re-trigger the emotion and make it last minutes, hours, or even days. This means emotions are not your enemy. Your mind is simply trying to protect you, trying to prepare you, trying to make sense of the world. But the truth is empowering. Once you learn to feed a feeling pass, once you stop feeling it with stories, the storm disappears on its own. This inside you is a peace that always returns as soon as the thoughts quiet down. Inside you is a peace that always returns as soon as the thoughts quiet down. The brain is mostly water, yet holds the universe of you. Your brain, the center of everything you are, is about 73% of water. From water comes your personality, your memories, your fears, your dreams, your love, your imagination. Something so soft, so fluid, so fragile, contains the complexity of billions of neurons, trillions of connections, entire lifetimes of experience. Your brain floats gently inside your skull, protected like a delicate jewel, yet it is powerful enough to create art, language, relationships, ambition, and the sense that you are a unique self. Think about that. A watery organ holding everything you have ever known, everything you have ever felt, and everything that makes you, you. Your thoughts are delicate. Your mind is extremely strong, and even for a short moment, in a space you could choke that is soft, so your brain makes sure they never overlap. It pauses your breath for just a fraction of a second every time you swallow, like a conductor holding the orchestra silent for one tiny, perfect beat before letting the music continue. Even your simplest actions are supported by a miraculous coordination. Your body has been protecting you in ways you never even realized. Fact 50. The human body produces enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. This sounds unbelievable at first, but over the course of a lifetime, your salivary glands produce tens of thousands of liters of fluid. Saliva doesn't just help you eat, it protects your teeth, heals your mouth, starts digestion, and acts as a first defense against germs and bacteria. It's one of the most overlooked systems in your body, quietly doing its job every minute of every day, even while you sleep. Without saliva, you wouldn't taste food the same way. You couldn't speak smoothly, you'd judge and struggle to swallow, and your teeth would decay rapidly. It's one of the most essential, yet most invisible forces keeping you alive and functioning. Your body is constantly working for you, even in the smallest, most forgotten places. Even the things you never notice are fighting for your well-being every moment you exist. Sleep well, my friend. I'll see you in the next episode.